Looking for room. It's Moffitt. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Moffitt. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Utes line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going with the ground game left. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's the guy you got to try to avoid when throwing the football. He leads the nation in interception. The dude is an absolute ball hawk. You are asking for something bad to happen when you throw his way, and they're lucky he didn't pick that one.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man. It's Newton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Utes have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Here we go.
Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Utah.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Let's go! Gaucho! Gaucho!
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Utes!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll... Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Give to the single back. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utah 7-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Gators want to move quickly. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Gators! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the move, it's Moffitt. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Utes get it past the sticks.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The give to the single back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Moffitt. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Utes are on the move. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11th. Comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This offense has a second down play. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. When draw you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he dropped it. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking for a huge play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Utes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Utah, 14.
The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Afterburners coming. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
But I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things. But
turns it on down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Moffitt. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Utes will hustle to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback will audible. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he has to find a way to keep his feet in bounds there. He would have had the... After making the catch, as it is, they'll turn it over on downs. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They can run you over, they can run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Just buried it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Utah, 21, Florida, 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. The play action fake. Gets it to the back.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Escapes the sack. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Finds the tight end. At the 45 on its way. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The run from the shotgun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll leave it with him. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. A designed run for the quarterback. Jumped on top of the pile. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the returner is stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times. times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Line getting set on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. These corners backing off a bit. He makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're
oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Utah. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gators sending the offense back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a...
And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you, I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, Great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Will take over first and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Grabs it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That keeps the score. Utah.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave